Hey everybody, let's talk about being comfortable today. Look who it is, my guy. I think being comfortable, it's got a lot of nuances and avenues to it. Little directions it can go. First, being comfortable in your own skin. I think there's that line from that Bruce Springsteen song. He says, oh God, again, here I am. That's my forte, forgetting, not even having the lines prepared. So it's something like, I love the rainy morning here today. Love that. It's a sad man, my friend, who's living in his skin and can't stand the company. It's a great line. But being comfortable in your own skin, that's one way to be comfortable. Or uncomfortable for that matter. Then you have being comfortable in your clothing, comfort-wise in terms of how the fabric feels and the style of clothing. What's another one? Then you got maybe with purchase, for example. Am I comfortable paying this much for this item? I don't know. I mean, it fits nice and all, but it's a little expensive for the type of fabric or the brand. There's another one where it's rainy and nice out today. Rainy and nice. Well, it's cold, but here's a perfect example. I'm wearing a short sleeve t-shirt under this. Okay? Now, it's a little chilly. It feels like it's in the 40s, but I'm comfortable, with that attire. Now you say, oh, but if you were with warmer clothing, you'd be more your body temperature and it'd feel more comfortable in the weather. That's true. But what if the long sleeve shirt you have is uncomfortable to wear? Now you're warm, comfortable to the temperature, but uncomfortable overall. That uncomfortableness, that feel of being, this thing, is now you're warm, but you're you're warm in your house when your house is a temperature control, but you could be uncomfortable. So that's a few ways you could be uncomfortable and comfortable. Don't you love how I make no sense half the time? But this is what you love about me. This is why you watch me instead of these sleekly produced YouTube videos out there. Okay, so let me rewind to yesterday and show you a couple little quick snippets of me discussing these little ways to be comfortable or uncomfortable. All right, and then we'll come back. I'm here. Talk about being comfortable. That's what I'm talking about in this video today. I'm here at Unique, Levittown, and it's cold out. I got a short sleeve white t-shirt. All right, I don't need to show you. This is ridiculous. 10 minutes to try to show you the shirt. Got a short sleeve shirt and a jacket. I'm comfortable. You just got to be comfortable. Even if it's hot out and you're hardly wearing anything because that makes you comfortable, then be comfortable. Be comfortable. A lot of times I'm more comfortable without gloves, so I don't get them. I like to go right direct. I want to touch something, I want to touch it directly. I want to go from source, from hand to source, skin to source. I don't need any of that in between, man. I don't know what that means. That meant something to somebody. It means nothing to me. I always like looking through the hats, even though I got 1 million. Well, I don't got 1 million, I got 4. But these colors are good. But not a good, I don't know what that is. All right, remember, just be comfortable. The hat's got to feel good to your skin. Wherever you find comfort, roll with it. Now, it's not just being comfortable in your clothes. It's being comfortable in your skin and in any situation. So we'll talk about that in a second. Another thing, done with Unique, I was not comfortable with something I was going to purchase. The jacket fit a little too tight, so I didn't get it. There's another way you should be comfortable. Be comfortable at the purchase. Your body will tell you everything you need to know. Listen to it. So you got to get like comfortable with being uncomfortable. Then you can feel the difference between uncomfortable and comfortable. So with that jacket, I loved it. Price was like $11.70. It was a windbreaker, and there was something about me that was uncomfortable. So I said, I'm gonna get comfortable. I'm gonna put it down. So there you go. And it was more, I don't know if it was more comfortable than this jacket, but it was simpler, but it's all about comfort, overall comfort. Like I put things through a rigorous scoring system. This one might be 84% comfortable, putting in all the things into it. That one might have been, was lower than that because I didn't get it. All right, on to the next. IKEA's coming up. Now I'm in IKEA, and we're talking about being comfortable, and I am in a comfortable chair. See all these? They're just as comfortable as the one I'm sitting in. So even when you're waiting to get called for your return, be comfortable. If it ain't comfortable, don't do it. If the seat doesn't look comfortable, don't sit in it. Now you're like, what is this guy talking about? What do you mean don't sit? Just stand up if it's more comfortable. This might be the most comfortable I've been all day. And there's been some uncomfortableness, and that also makes you feel more comfortable when you find something comfortable coming off of uncomfortable. Like you won't know comfort unless you know discomfort. Which is why I've slept on the floor many times. Sometimes on my own. Sometimes because I had to. With a blanket there. But like in Japan, a lot of them, they sleep right on those mats on the ground. That's comfortable to them. Some people that's uncomfortable, so don't do it. But anyway, right now I'm comfortable. I hope they don't knock this video off because of the music playing in here. It's like a weird Christmas music going on. But anyway, it's all about comfort. Life's too short to not be comfortable. So, sit in a nice leather chair if it's comfortable and enjoy it. So comfort is a topic of the day. And if we ain't comfortable, we're uncomfortable. I love how I talk about everything in yin and yang, but it's the truth. If you're not comfortable, you're uncomfortable. If you're not uncomfortable, you're comfortable. So just get comfortable. Whatever that is, that feeling that feels uncomfortable, flip it. Man, this isn't rocket science, people. I'm making it sound confusing, but it's not. So, to sum up a little bit, be uncomfortable with being comfortable. So don't allow comfortability and the easy feeling to just overtake you to the point where, you're rolling in malaise and everything's just kind of blah. And you might not find inspiration then. So be comfortable, but don't to the point of like, if you sit in this real cushiony chair and you don't want to get up when you have to do something you got to do. There you go. And get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So like Seneca said, and I'm going to butcher it, and he said it in a much better way, to put yourself in positions where you're uncomfortable. So say, sleep on the floor. Talked about that earlier. Eat sparingly for the day. Sometimes you'll be put in those positions if you're homeless, God forbid, and then you have to sleep on a floor or hardly eat. And then you will be a little stronger. And in those uncomfortable moments, you'll be a little more comfortable dealing with them. Gives you, and you can then put your mind and energy towards being even more comfortable or getting out of that vibe. But you get the idea. Anyway, I like to butcher things, and this is why you like me over a lot of those other people, because I don't sit on here with a script and I ramble on. That's me. Okay, so another example. There's a Seinfeld episode where George gets the security guard a chair because he thinks this is messed up. This guy's got to stand all day. He gets him the chair. He gets so comfortable he falls asleep. People rob the place. So there's an example of it. Too comfortable. Too comfortable. It can happen. But you still want to be comfortable as it was, as it were. Okay? Just had to throw that one in. Now I'm in bed at the end of the night. Comfortable with my pillow that I love. Comfortable with my Trailer Park Boys blanket. Comfortable with the decisions I made today. Comfortable with the fabric that's on my skin. Comfortable with everything. And there were some uncomfortable moments. But ultimately, I'm comfortable. And that all starts up here. Being okay with the decisions you make. There's nothing like it. Just being comfortable. But remember, don't get too comfortable. I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay. So there you go. That was yesterday. But I figured I'd want to start it and end with this morning's video because it rained and I'm like, oh wait, there's a little, not analogy, but there's a little way we can talk about being uncomfortable, because people in the rain, I've talked about this before, people in the rain will be running around like, oh God, I got to get out of the rain. It's, oh God, like it's uncomfortable. They're, meanwhile, kids, when they're 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, they're running around in it. They can't wait to get to the rain. So, that being said, I'm pretty comfortable. Which is why I'm going to talk about fabrics for a second, because to me, the fabrics of your clothes, I've had this issue trying to get a comforter. I was doing it yesterday at IKEA. The fabric has to be like perfect. Perfect like on my skin. Like there's this thing now called brushed polyester, okay? So, it's like the polyester comforters, which are classic and puffy and great, and they have a nice glossy feel on your skin. The brushed one makes it feel almost like velour or something. Not velour, I don't know. Not comfortable though. And they're doing that with all these darn things now. And you can't find a good comfortable thing. So I found microfiber one. Completely cool to the touch. Now I'm comfortable. Yeah, the other ones could be warm or this or that and the third. But to me, they're not comfortable. So I don't use it. Most people don't think though about it and they don't care. So they're just like, yeah, I'll use it. Like me, the fabrics are key. I'm not going to walk around 100% of the day and be uncomfortable. It's not happening. And why would you do it? Why would you do it? So, like I was looking for gloves too for my little hands here. They gotta be comfortable. Gloves gotta be comfortable, man. And like I said in some of those way back clips, that a lot of this stuff, these comfortable feelings, you have to be uncomfortable first to feel comfortable. You're not gonna know. Like you could have something you wore all the time, you don't realize it, that, oh wow, there's actually something more comfortable than this out there, like in terms of the fabric. You're just used to it. People like that, I guess, with those comforters, they're like, wait a minute, this actually isn't, it's not comfortable until they find something, that is comfortable. And now they see, they're like, oh, now I can tell the difference. Kind of like it's a yin and yang. You wouldn't know this without the other thing. So explore, touch everything. Look, I even say if you're someone walking past you in the street and you go, wow, those pants really look comfortable. You know, or that shirt really looks comfortable. Go up to him, say, can I feel this a second? Just feel it. Just say, and where'd you get it? Because you might find some great fabric. But anyway, like I'm out here in the rain, cold, with a t-shirt and then this jacket, short sleeve t-shirt, and I'm comfortable. I love that. So, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. This was, again, my